everyone, Austin here. I mean 80, just kidding, I'm Austin. What's up guys? As you can see, I'm in my A attire, A/big A/80 attire, whatever. My leather gloves, black hoodie, which is actually like the same black hoodie that they, like the type that they use in the show, so it's lady right now. I also have boots and like black pants to go with this, and a mask, but like, I'm not about to be putting all that on right now. Like, you lucky I'm doing this for this review. Alright, but let's get into this. So right now, I'm going to be reviewing the series finale of Pretty Little Liars, entitled Till Death Do Us Part. This is the final review I'm ever doing for the show, guys. This is so sad. I love this show. Let's get into this. In the series finale, entitled Till Death Do Us Part, 1 year after the end of Liar's Lament, Arya is getting ready for her wedding. Meanwhile, Hannah and Caleb have a rift in their marriage when she lets Mona stay with them. Also, Emily notices Allison being secretive with Pam, and AD makes Mona do things. Okay guys, so this episode, like, there were some parts I liked about it, and then some parts I completely hated. This is an episode that fans can either love or hate, and most fans seem to hate this episode, and I understand why, because honestly, I'm not too fond of it. I feel bad for the fans that spent 7 years watching this show, and all the clues from seasons 1 through 6A that clearly meant nothing, never meant anything. Because they didn't mean anything for the Charles reveal with Cece, and clearly they don't mean anything for now the AD reveal, because Alex has nothing to do with the story before Charlotte. Well, like, a little bit, but nothing, like, before season 5. So, like, literally almost nothing. Like, this episode, it was disappointing. Like, in my opinion, this episode, one of the reasons why I don't like this episode is because, well, it's not that I don't like it, it's just like, this wasn't good enough for a series finale. And I'm sorry, but if this is the final episode of a show, I'm going to be picky. Like, because this show had the first 4 seasons of the show were amazing. Like, some of the best television I've ever seen in my entire life. Season 5, it started to get a little boring, and then it didn't really get any better. Season 6 was even worse once we got to season 6B. The Charles reveal was lackluster in the way they did it, and the fact that they didn't have Cece appear in the show since, like, season 5A. And, like, I wouldn't have hated the Charles reveal so much if they had Cece on the show in, like, 5B and 6A. That would have made her reveal, like, better. And I, honestly, like, I'm fine with her being Charles in Big A. They just executed it horribly, but the point is that they had their chance to fix all of that and all the plot holes with this AD reveal, with this new storyline, and they didn't. Marlene! Let's go! Basically, there was just so many clues in, like, the first 5.5 seasons of the show that meant nothing. Like, we still didn't get some questions answered about Bethany Young. Like, why did Jessica want her to call her Aunt Jessie? We still don't know why Mona let Allison run away when she hit Bethany thinking it was Allison, wanting her to be dead. So if she saw Allison walking around later that night, wouldn't she want to kill her again? We still don't know how Allison's bracelet ended up on Bethany's wrist. Like, that was never addressed at all, so that's a plot hole. We still don't know. There's still a plot hole with Marion dying at a certain age that means Charlotte wasn't born the year we think she was, but in reality she was. The writers just don't know their timeline correctly. We still don't know so many things. I don't know why Mona wanted that part of Melissa's suitcase so bad if that wasn't Charlotte's murder weapon. There's something else about AD and whatnot that we still don't know. Frick. I'll figure it out. The point is that there's still a lot of unanswered questions. And I don't understand. Like, they could have easily had everything they had about AD in this episode stay the same, basically. Yet still incorporate things from the first 5.5 seasons of the show. That way you could tie everything together. Because honestly, I wanted the original storyline to be finished with Charlotte's reveal. I really did. But they failed with that because there were still so many unanswered questions and so many plot holes. So now they needed to fix them with the new storyline, but they didn't. So now you're even more screwed, because now fans are going to hate you because you didn't fix your problems. There's just so many unanswered questions. And, like, now I need a spin-off because, like, now I need answers. You see how desperate I am for answers? Like, when shows don't give me answers, I get very angry. I really do. Because, like, now I know we're never going to know them unless Marlene answers them in interviews. Which she better start freaking doing, because now I need answers. Like, let's go. Honestly, let's just get into the episode. I'm done, well, I'm not done ranting, because I still have a lot more to rant about, but let's just get into the episode. Basically, I like that Arya's wedding is coming up, even though I would have preferred it be Caleb that is the one getting married in this episode. I'm happy Arya's getting her wedding. Ezra is my favorite ship of the show, so to see them getting married is really amazing. Like, they were the OG ship, like, they were the first ship, and now they're the ship getting married. It's amazing. I really like that. I don't think it was necessary to show that Arya was having pregnancy problems. I don't think that was necessary. That just took up way too much time. It took like a good 3 scenes where we could have given, or those could have been answers. Let me tell you, I just don't need an hour full of drama when this is a mystery show. And we're getting like, and this is like the episode with the final villain reveal. I just didn't need that. Everything with Hannah and Caleb, I didn't really need their wedding problem, or not their marriage problems. I didn't need that. Just didn't. It's unnecessary again. I didn't need Allison and Emily's subplot in the first half with like, oh, Emily's noticing Allison being weird, although really she's just planning a proposal. I mean, if you want to have Emerson propose, fine, but like to have like a good 3 scenes where Emily's just noticing Allison being weird, it's just unnecessary. Like, we spent the first hour with Ezra, Caleb, and Emerson having problems with their relationships, and it was just so unnecessary. I don't need that. Especially in the series finale, I don't need that. I'm sorry. Can someone tell me why after 7 years the girls don't accept Mona? Like, if you're gonna, like, once they brought Mona back, because, you know, she didn't actually die, which was stupid, because that would have bring her character full circle, but whatever. People don't know how to write TV shows. If they're gonna bring Mona back, but they're, and, okay, let me tell you something. They brought Mona back. Mona basically spent, like, months in the dollhouse for them. Mona literally, like, whatchamacallit, she literally killed Charlotte for the liars. She risked her life when Noah was tied up and helped Hannah. Mona basically went to Welby and went crazy again for the liars. Mona has literally killed herself for these characters. Don't they realize she's on the good side? She loves the liar. She cares for them. Genuinely, she cares for them. Does she have little problems and is she addicted to the game? Yes, that's prominent in 7B now. But she genuinely loves the liars. And Caleb and Ezra and Toby too. Why do they still treat her like crap? Like, when she comes to Arya's bachelorette party, I understand she wasn't invited, but like, because she just got out of Welby, but like, why are they bashing her? She literally went to an insane asylum for the 5 of you, and you're still treating her like she's the enemy. She hasn't been a villain since season 3. Like, so that's 4 seasons she's been on the good side, and you just don't understand. Like, even when she went back to the bad side in season 4, she was being forced by Ezra, who was, I don't even know why he was forcing her, because he wasn't even on the A team. The point is, I just don't understand. I don't. And Mona did not have a happy ending in this episode. Out of all the people I wanted to have a happy ending, Mona did not get a happy ending. Like, no character development anymore. Everything with AD. What the frick is Mona doing with AD? So basically, we saw AD, who wasn't actually AD, but in the beginning we saw AD confront Mona and Welby, and Mona was like, "Are you here to kill me?" And it ended up being Ren in the black hoodie, but it wasn't. That wasn't actually AD. But Ren told Mona that if you want to be on the AD team or whatever, then you gotta like do these things to prove to us. So AD forces Mona to wear the Melissa mask, which was a great moment until they told us that, hey, Melissa's not on the AD team. No, it's false. One of the best moments of the show ended up being a mask, guys. Are you kidding me right now? Listen, I can deal with the mask stuff. I really can. But when I think we're finally going to get an answer about Melissa, because there's so much stuff we still don't know about her. Well, that's not, at least not that clear. That's not that clear. And it ends up being a mask. Let me tell you how much I wanted to end people during this viewing. Anyway, also, it ends up being Mona and a Melissa mask. And I guess AD said they wanted Mona to show that she was faithful, so to wear this Melissa mask. Okay. But it was great seeing Tori DeVito in the black hoodie. That was pretty cool. Even though it ended up being a mask, it's pretty lit. I'll tell you. I freaked out. And then, I love one thing I will say is I like all the homages in this episode. I love when Mono's like deja vu to Spencer. That was great. Even though I don't care for Mona being the enemy for the majority of this episode, considering like this was like not how her character was supposed to develop 7 seasons later. I really did enjoy that moment. I loved hearing the song suggestions when Arya had her breakdown in this episode. I loved in the Ezreal wedding when like Hannah handed Emily the tissues and was like, "Em, here's tissues," and Em was like, "No, I don't use them," and Hannah was like, "Today you do." That was like an homage, because in the pilot, when the lawyers were in the church during Allison's funeral, Em was sad, and Hannah handed her like the flask, and Em was like, "I don't drink," and Hannah was like, "Today you do." So it was like a nice little homage. There's more. There was way more. I loved seeing the wine moms. I love Ella, Pam, Veronica, and Ashley. They were great. But we still don't know how they got out of the basement. Ashley was like, or whoever was like, Ashley was like, oh no, Veronica was like, "Do you guys remember how we got out of there?" And then someone was like, Pam didn't drink for a year after that. And then Veronica was like, "Sorry, I brought it up." I was like, okay, don't tell us how they got out of the basement. Really, it's fine. I didn't want answers in the final episode. Really, I want more questions. You see, as Ezra said in this episode, sarcasm is my defense mechanism. Except not when I'm getting killed like he said, but, I love me sometimes. Anyway, now let's get to the AD reveal. So basically, I loved the AD reveal, even though I wish I could have seen Alex in the black hoodie in flashbacks or something. I thought the AD reveal was very creative with the whole mirror thing. That was pretty cool. I liked that. Listen, Troyan's accent wasn't the best in this episode when she pretended to be Alex, or when she was Alex, but I loved it. Even though it was bad, I don't know why, I love the Australianness to it. I love her recklessness. She did great as Alex. Troyan Belisario was one of the best things about this episode. She really was. I love seeing all the flashbacks of Alex and how and with Charlotte and Paris. I like that we went back to season 5 at least. At least we went back that far and saw how Charlotte and Archer met. And saw how Alex and Charlotte met. The only thing is, like, if you guys watch my 2 past theory videos, especially my second one that I did, I'm not trying to be conceited, but they are so good. They tie so many things together. And, like, honestly, if the writers put just, like, a few minutes of thought into how they could answer all of our questions, literally, it's not that hard, because I answered almost every question in both of those theory videos. So, like, I just don't understand how... Like, even if you wanted to make Alex AD and not someone else, you can still answer all of our questions. That's... Because, like, with my 3rd theory video I did, like, Alex is an AD, she's just on the AD team, or Spencer's twin, whatever, but I still answered, like, almost every question in a theory video. It's honestly not that hard. Like, I understand Marlene wanted to stay true to her vision, but your vision involves unanswered questions and plot holes, so maybe you should start looking at fans' ideas of how to end the show, because they're a little better than what you had in store for us. But I loved the AD reveal. I thought it was really creative. Yes, I don't even know like why Mary thought Alex was good. I mean, she has an underground bunker with Spencer kidnapped. I don't think that means walking through a flower garden. So Mary was just stupid in this episode. I was right. Spencer did have a twin. Kind of sad I was right because, well, not that I was right, but kind of sad that I suspected of a twin because, like, the shock reveal was still there, but, like, wasn't as strong as it could have been if I didn't. I wasn't really necessarily expecting a twin reveal. I can deal with Spencer's twin being 80, I really can, but the unanswered questions and the plot holes are always going to bug me, and I'm never going to let that go. Like, I won't ever be able to forgive Marlene for that. Like, I can deal with it, but, like, I'm never going to be able to forgive them for that. So, just whatever. Let's talk about the liar's goodbye scene. That was stupid. Like, I know I'm, like, ripping this episode into pieces, but, like, because it's not that hard to make it is hard to make a series finale, but, like, why didn't you have the liars, like, actually leave for a good amount of time instead of 3 weeks? That's not sad. Like, when Arya was like, guys, why are we crying? I'm only leaving for 3 weeks. In my head, I was like, yeah, why are you crying? No one's saying goodbye for, like, a year or something like that. Like, it was more of a goodbye scene when the liar said goodbye in the mid-season 6 finale. That felt more like a series finale than this goodbye. It was stupid! In a series finale, I want tears. I did cry in that scene. Not as much as I wish I would have, but I did cry in that scene. Only because it was the last episode, and I genuinely knew that goodbye was like their last goodbye I'll ever see on TV of those 5 on TV, and that the actresses were actually genuinely sad during that scene. That's why I was crying. But like, if this was a normal season finale and they were saying goodbye, might have been a little bit like sad, but like I wouldn't have cried because like they're not gonna be saying goodbye forever. Like, have Emerson go to Paris, have Arya and Ezra leave Rosewood to go live somewhere, and then actually have the liars say goodbye. Maybe not for good, obviously, but like for a good amount of time. It was just ridiculous. Like, this is a series finale. Make it sad. And then like when Allison was like, "This feels like the end of something," I liked that line, except it was so forced because like, okay, you're literally making it sound like this is the end of your show, not like of your friendship. Like, not that I want their friendship to be over, but like, have the liars actually separate for a good amount of time. That way it feels like a series finale, not like a season finale. It was just stupid. I hated Mona's ending. She's in Paris with some random dude, and she has Mary and Alex trapped. That's not closure. That's just leaving the door open for more that we're never gonna get. It was stupid. I hated it. That doesn't show a happy ending for Mona. That shows like that Mona is still freaking crazy. And that's not what I wanted for her after she spent 7 years getting better. Or, not 7 years getting better, but getting to the point of getting better. And the ending machine was just stupid. Like, if you're gonna have a full circle moment, why are you going to repeat the same exact dialogue from the pilot? It was stupid. Now I better have a spin-off with Addison, whether it's the Perfectionists or just the PLL spin-off. I need freaking closure. I need to know what the frick happened to Addison. Is she dead or alive? You know, not that Marlene knows what happened to her, because she doesn't know a thing about when she starts storylines, and obviously she doesn't know what happened to Addison because she's not trying to continue the show or continue Addison's storyline. But I gotta know what happened to Addison now. So I hated Lucas's ending in this. He didn't even have any. He didn't have closure. He's just obsessed with Hannah for the rest of his life now. We saw him in a friggin' dream. That was stupid. I like seeing Jenna back in this episode, but I really wish we would have got a little more of her, a little bit more closure with the girls, but I guess you could say they're on good terms now. I mean, she kind of saved Spencer from Alex. Also, I gotta say, Alex had some great lines in this episode. Like, I may not have liked the episode that much, but one of the things that I do love about the episode is some of the lines that Alex had. Like, the part where she's like, lines where she's like, "No, this isn't fun for you. This is very exciting for me." Or when she's like, "Really? How hard did Mona hit you?" Or when she's like, what's another great line by Alex? When she's like, "Well, I am Spencer now." That was great. I loved that. That was great. I liked when Toby had to like figure out who was Spencer and who was Alex. That was pretty cool at the end. But why did Alex have Ezra kidnapped? Like, she literally foiled her own plan by kidnapping Ezra. Like, did she not want Ari and Ezra to get married? I just don't understand. Like, because you kidnapped Ezra is the reason why you didn't get away with your plan. That's the reason why. I mean, Jenna probably would have figured it out, but like, I don't know. You get the point. Kind of sad we only got like the actual real Melissa for only one scene. At least Melissa and Spencer had closure. There's other great lines by Alex, like when she was like, because diamonds last forever. When she's talking about having Ren as her eternity stone, that was that was interesting. I like finding out why Patsy Cline is so significant now, since like it's been playing on the show since like season 3. It was Charlotte's like favorite like record, I guess, and the reason AD likes it so much is because Charlotte gave Alex the record as a present, so it was pretty cool. Overall, guys, I'll give the series finale of Pretty Little Liars entitled "Till Death Do Us Part" 3 to 5 stars, probably just because we got the AD reveal. Other than that, it was a pretty bad episode, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's really sad because it's like the final episode ever. But like, I'm not gonna like pretend to like something that I don't like. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah. Stay tuned for my PLL goodbye video, my top 10 PLL episodes, and maybe another top 10 episode, or top 10 video, I'm not sure what about PLL, but we'll be doing that now that I have all the episodes aired, and I'll see you later. Bye guys. Or forgot. Shh.